get that.
Yeah.
And I get how, I mean, at the time was difficult. Because to be honest, sometimes I grapple with that myself. And my wife earned for a long period. She worked a steady job.
Yeah.
And I went and experimented with stuff, tried to be a poet for like a couple of years, which is, yeah, I call it the bottom of the artistic food chain. But instilled in me is still this kind of, I'm responsible
Yeah.
for my family, and kind of trying to make sense of it within this current context. I can imagine how difficult it must have been then.
Yeah. Yeah. And, you know, when we moved, we were placed in the sort of, I call it, I don't want to call it government housing, but it was where all the immigrants that were assisted to come to Australia were put. So we were in these flats of all different Laotian, Cambodian, Vietnamese, you name it, everybody there. And everybody outside of that knew who you were and where you come from. When you say you come from this area initially, oh, so you live in those, you know, it was, so there was a lot of layers of making you feel very different within the immigration center and outside of it. So it was initially an incredibly difficult, I'd say, 2 years.
At what stage, or did you ever come into yourself within that environment?